Alex Neil, congratulations. I suppose if you wanted to sum up Norwich's performance today in one word, it was confident, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought we were confident. I thought it was a difficult game. I think the occasion as well was always going to be hard to try and sort of remain focused and sort of do what you can within the game. I didn't think it was the best game, if I'm being honest. I thought in these type of occasions at times, particularly with Ipswich play, it was always going to be a bit of a battle. We'd like to get the ball down a bit more and played, but ultimately, as I said during the week, the most important thing was to go and get the win, and I thought we deserved to win the match.
Yeah, was there a spell of the game where you were worried at all?
No, I wouldn't say I was worried at any stage. No, I think I don't think really Ipswich had any real clear-cut chances where they should have scored. I think there was maybe one in the first half. Alex maybe tries to play the ball and they cut it out, and they go through, and John made a good save. I think that was probably the best chance of the game for them. But at that stage, it was 1-0, and then once I thought we'd seen that out, obviously we scored 2, and then we could have made 3 when Cameron goes through as well, and the keeper saves it. So no, I thought all in all it was a relatively comfortable afternoon, but it was a hard-fought match. So the guys have put a lot of effort into that and made sure that for the fans that they can go home happy.
Yeah, the 2 goals, in terms of their style, couldn't have been more different, could they? I know they all count, but they were 2 very different goals. Yeah,
Cameron's just come on. He's the immediate impact, hit a good shot. And Grabs did what sort of good strikers do, sort of volleyed it in, and thankfully enough there's been a sort of ricochet off him and it ends up in the back of the net. And then Bradley Johnson is obviously a wonderful striker again. He did it during the week and then he's added another one today, so delighted for him. I think that's him into double figures for goals as well, which is a phenomenal achievement for a midfield player. So no, we're just really pleased that we managed to win the game.
Yeah, you talked a lot about Bradley Johnson recently with him signing a new contract, but he really seems to be thriving, doesn't he? The goals just underline that. Yeah,
he's been doing great. You know, since I've come in, he's been fantastic, and I think even before then, to be fair to him, I think he's had a real good successful season for himself. But more importantly for us now as a group, we're doing really well, and we put ourselves in contention with the top 2 now.
Yeah, and you're 3rd in the table, which, considering other results this weekend and the run that you're on, you're in a very strong position now, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in a strong position, but ultimately we've won nothing so far. So we need to make sure that we guard against complacency, and all the hard work that we've done to get ourselves here, we've got to maintain that, because there's no point hitting where we are at the moment. And then with 12 games left, taking your foot off the gas. You know, we've got to push on, and we've got to even improve for what we've done in the last 6 games.
You lost Tessie for Wednesday night, suspended because he got booked today. But what about Cameron Jerome? That didn't look too clever when he was getting some treatment.
I think Cameron might be okay. You know, he's come off. I think it was just sort of precautionary. He was worried he'd sort of hurt his foot, but I think now that we've had a look at it, it doesn't seem as bad as sort of first thought.
I would imagine the games, for the form you're in at the moment, the run you're on, you've got another game Wednesday. It's probably one of those occasions where the games can't come soon enough for you. You're loving it.
Yeah, we're doing well. We're winning games. We're playing well. But we just want to try and maintain our standards and do as well as we can. But all the games are going to be difficult between now and the end of the season. I think you could see that with the results yesterday. So we've got to take the game on Wednesday as our biggest game of the season now, and go and try and push on and make sure we try and pick up the 3 points.
And what did you make of your first taste of the East Anglia derby atmosphere? You sound a bit hoarse. Is that trying to make your voice heard above it all?
Yeah, it's difficult, you know, particularly in the type of games. You try to get the attention of your players at times to pass things on, and as you say, I'm losing my voice. So, but no, I'm just pleased that we managed to win the game. So I'm pleased for the fans. You know, I think derbies in particular are for the fans, and you could hear them. They're a great voice today. And the most pleasing thing for me is I've sensed a real sort of change in the games at home. I think certainly one of the first games I had at home, there was a few boos and a few sort of, it was really quiet, to be honest. Whereas today was the complete opposite. You know, they're really vocal, gave the team the full support and backing, and that really does make a huge difference to the players.
I'll let you go and rest the voice for Wednesday. Thanks, Alex.
Cheers.